Wormholes are theoretical passages through space-time that could connect distant points in the universe, like a cosmic shortcut. Imagine folding a piece of paper so that two dots touch. Wormholes, in theory, could allow travel between those 2 points instantly, bypassing the usual distance. The idea of wormholes comes from Einstein's general theory of relativity, which suggests that space-time can be curved and warped by gravity. In 1935, Einstein and physicist Nathan Rosen proposed the concept of, which we now call, wormholes. These bridges could theoretically link two separate locations in space-time, forming a tunnel-like structure. However, there's a catch. Natural wormholes, if they exist, would likely be unstable, collapsing before anything could travel through them. Some theories suggest exotic matter with negative energy could keep a wormhole open, but that's purely speculative at this point. Despite their fascinating implications, wormholes remain a hypothetical concept because we have no direct evidence that they exist. No natural wormholes have been observed, and we currently lack the technology or understanding to create one. Even if they did exist, the immense gravitational forces and instability make it uncertain whether they could be traversed. Still, wormholes are a popular topic in science fiction, inspiring stories of interstellar travel and alternate dimensions. Whether they're real or just a beautiful mathematical possibility, they continue to fuel curiosity about the nature of the universe. A wormhole is not just a hole in space, it is a tunnel that theoretically connects two distant points in the universe. To truly grasp its structure, imagine the fabric of space-time as a stretched-out sheet. If you place two dots on this sheet and fold it so that they touch, you create a shortcut between them. This is the essence of a wormhole, a bridge through higher dimensional space that bypasses the conventional distances of the universe. In mathematical models, a wormhole has two openings, or mouths, connected by a tunnel-like passage called the throat. The mouths could exist in different regions of space, or even in different times, making wormholes a potential gateway for time travel as well as interstellar travel. However, these structures are not stable under normal conditions. If they exist, they could collapse in an instant unless some unknown force or exotic matter with negative energy holds them open. The gravitational forces inside a wormhole would be immense. As an object approaches the entrance, space-time would curve dramatically, distorting the laws of physics as we know them. Some theories suggest that as a traveler enters, they could experience intense gravitational tides, stretching their body in one direction while compressing it in another. This effect, known as spaghettification, occurs near black holes and could make wormhole travel fatal unless the forces are somehow controlled. Additionally, the interior of a wormhole might be flooded with intense radiation, which could further endanger anything attempting to pass through. Even if a wormhole was stable and safe to enter, there would still be the issue of unpredictability. One might emerge in a completely random location inside a distant galaxy, near an exploding star, or even in another universe entirely. Some theories suggest that wormholes could be one-way only, making a return journey impossible. Others propose that if a wormhole connects two different times, a traveler could inadvertently cause paradoxes, further complicating the idea of practical wormhole travel. Despite these risks, wormholes remain one of the most intriguing possibilities in physics. They have captured the imagination of scientists and science fiction writers alike, inspiring countless stories about intergalactic travel and time-bending adventures. While no evidence of natural wormholes has been found, they remain a tantalizing concept, one that, if proven real, could redefine humanity's understanding of the universe. Falling into a wormhole is nothing like drifting through the quiet void of space. The moment you approach its gaping entrance, reality itself begins to twist. Gravity pulls in all directions at once, stretching and compressing you in ways your brain struggles to comprehend. Time itself begins to slip. Seconds stretch into eternity, or perhaps eternity folds into a single second. You are no longer just moving through space. Space is folding around you, cradling you in a cosmic tunnel that defies logic. The journey through the wormhole's throat is both exhilarating and terrifying. The walls of the tunnel shimmer with strange distortions, as if the universe is being funneled through a warped lens. The forces at play are immense, unseen currents of energy swirling like an interstellar storm. Your instruments, if they are even functioning, struggle to make sense of the data. Space bends and twists like a Mobius strip, directions lose meaning, and the concept of forward becomes purely theoretical. Yet amidst the chaos, there is beauty. Looking outside, if outside even exists, you witness a sight no human mind was ever meant to process. The universe around you is painted in streaks of cosmic fire. Nebulas unravel in slow motion, and distant galaxies appear frozen in time, stretched along the curve of the wormhole's path. Light itself bends in impossible ways, scattering like liquid diamonds across the abyss. The sheer scale of existence, once unfathomable, now unfolds before you in a single, infinite moment. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the journey ends. The tunnel spits you out into a universe that may or may not be your own. Did you just travel across the galaxy in an instant? Or have you emerged in a completely different reality? The stars are unfamiliar, the space around you eerily silent. Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. You have seen something beyond human understanding, a fleeting glimpse into the hidden architecture of the cosmos. And if the wormhole collapses behind you, sealing its secret forever, you are now alone with that knowledge. Emerging from a wormhole is nothing like stepping off a plane or landing a spacecraft on solid ground. It's more like waking up from a dream where time had no meaning, except the dream was real. And the universe around you may have changed in ways you can't yet comprehend. The first question is always the same: where am I? The second, even more unsettling: when am I? If wormholes connect not just distant points in space but also different points in time, your return to the universe might not be as simple as you expected. You could step out moments after entering, centuries into the future, or even before you ever left. The theory of relativity suggests that time flows differently depending on gravitational conditions. And since wormholes bend space-time itself, time dilation could warp your experience drastically. A few minutes inside the throat of the wormhole might translate to years or millennia outside. If you left behind loved ones, they may be long gone by the time you return. Or worse, you might emerge in an era before your own birth, a walking paradox in the timeline. But the real power of wormholes lies in their potential to connect, not just different moments in time, but entirely different locations in space. If stable wormholes exist or can be created, they could act as cosmic highways, allowing instant travel between distant galaxies. Interstellar distances that would take millions of years to cross at the speed of light could be bypassed in an instant. Civilizations separated by the vast voids of space could communicate and interact as if they were next-door neighbors. The implications for exploration, commerce, and even warfare are staggering. A stable wormhole network would make the entire universe accessible, rendering traditional space travel obsolete. The dream of colonizing exoplanets in distant star systems would no longer be hindered by the limitations of time and fuel. However, such power would also bring risks. Who controls the wormholes? Could they be weaponized or used to invade entire planets without warning? If wormholes allow travel through time, what safeguards would prevent history from being rewritten? For now, these questions remain theoretical. But if humanity ever unlocks the secret to wormholes, we will be standing at the edge of an entirely new era. One where the universe is no longer a vast, empty frontier, but a single, interconnected web of space and time. Wormholes represent one of the most tantalizing possibilities in theoretical physics, a cosmic shortcut that could redefine humanity's place in the universe. If they exist, and if we can harness them, they could revolutionize space exploration, making interstellar travel as routine as a train ride. The vast, insurmountable distances between galaxies would no longer be barriers, but mere stepping stones. Colonization of distant worlds, real-time communication across light years, and even journeys to the farthest edges of the universe could become possible. But with great power comes great responsibility. The ability to manipulate wormholes would come with profound ethical and existential risks. If wormholes can be used to travel through time, how do we prevent the collapse of causality, paradoxes, and unintended consequences? If they allow instant movement across space, how do we regulate their use to prevent exploitation, warfare, or the unintended spread of dangerous materials or life forms? Would the first travelers to step through a wormhole truly know where they would end up, or would they be gambling with their very existence? Despite these challenges, the search for wormholes continues. While we have no direct evidence that they exist, their theoretical foundation within Einstein's equations keeps them within the realm of possibility. Scientists are exploring the nature of black holes, quantum entanglement, and space-time fluctuations for any sign that such structures might be real. Future advancements in physics, particularly in quantum gravity and exotic matter, may one day reveal whether wormholes are more than just mathematical speculation. For now, wormholes remain an idea, one that excites the imagination and pushes the boundaries of what we believe is possible. Whether they are simply a beautiful concept or the key to unlocking the secrets of the universe, one thing is certain. Our quest to understand them will continue, and with it, our never-ending journey to explore the cosmos. If you found this deep dive into the mysteries of wormholes fascinating, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more mind-bending explorations of the universe. Drop a comment below. Would you dare to travel through a wormhole if given the chance? Let's discuss the possibilities and the risks of interstellar shortcuts.